Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm gonna be streaming for a bit, drawing some chat requests. Hey everybody, and special shout out to Malek. Wow, that chat is a lot of people. Shout out to Malek for making the live stream thumbnail. It's a good art. I was scrolling through a weekend, so on our end when we're setting up the live stream, I can just reuse previous thumbnails. And I was scrolling through and I liked that one. And Malek made it, so thank you, Malek. Let's see. Oh, Marble Sphere wants Canada with bagged milk. That sounds funny to me, so I'm going to go ahead and draw that immediately. In the meantime, how's everybody doing? How's it going? Let's see here. If you didn't know, Canada is cursed because it sells milk in bags. So if you've ever wanted to, know what that's like, to drink from an udder. I'm from Kansas, so I can't really talk about that. Check with plunger. Noobish. A check with plunger? Here, let me go ahead and make a note of this, so that we draw that after we do Canada. Thank you for the $5, by the way, Noobish. Thank you very much. But we are going to do Canada real quick. Another reason I like doing Canada is that it is quick, comparatively speaking. Nope. So we're gonna need something like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw Canada like I usually draw Canada, which is to start with sort of a triangle like this. And then you kind of... That's actually not bad. That was the first try. I'm keeping that. I'll add a little pointiness here. Let's add some shadow. And I'm going to do this the easy way by just doing this. Nope. And then change the opacity. And we're going to go ahead and do some, like, I don't know, what's like kind of vaguely plasticky. Okay. And then we'll sort of change the opacity of this. And then, just for good measure, we'll do that. And why not add a little bit of flare? There you go. There's Canada with a bag of milk. Yeah, let's see here. How's that? Oh, the maple leaf is very lopsided, but you know what? We're just gonna move on. So now let's do Czechia with a plunger. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a Czech flag. I don't have one readily available. It takes a minute. I don't know. I need to get a file that just has all of them. Unfortunately. All of the flags, I mean. But, in the meantime, this is the first GateNerd stream you've been in. Yeah. Welcome. I don't stream as often as Coli. Maybe stream about as much as Dick Rhino, I don't know. But, welcome. I'm glad you could show up. We're gonna go ahead. There we go. That's about right. And then after that, uh-oh, got some little stray pixels there. After that, got to get a brown. I've been drawing so much more Polandball stuff that I've gotten a bit faster, thankfully. Especially at like basic stuff like this. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. And we will add a little bit of shadow to Czechia. I hope that you are satisfied with that. How's that look? More? Oh, I'm covering it up a little bit with my face cam. I apologize there. Now you can enjoy Plunger Czechia. Czech Plunger. That's the wrong colors. Did I get it backwards? I did get it backwards, didn't I? I am a little bit... I'm not colorblind, but I am color... that does look more like Czechia now. I flip colors around. I don't have a good memory for color. Let me show you. Here's a fun fact. So I'm gonna show you a fun image that you can learn from. You might already know it. I was fairly old when I learned this, but this is the imagination spectrum. Okay, so everybody, close your eyes and try to picture an apple. Okay, and like imagine in your mind an apple. However that looks to you, because people, their imaginations come up with different things when you get when you try to think of an apple. Some people, like, this isn't a high quality image, but you can imagine an actual apple, like with good clarity. Some people it's like kind of cartoony, some people in black and white, some people it's like an outline. And some people you have nothing, right? You're here. And that's called aphantasia, and I have that. I can't picture things in my head. I didn't realize that was a thing until like I was pretty old, like basically adult age. I thought that it was like a figure of speech that people were like, picture in your mind. I just figured it was like a thing people said, because I can't do it. I didn't think it was a thing that you could do, but apparently people can. So that's fun. But that's my excuse for mixing up Czechia. It's not really a very good excuse, but fun fact. Okay, let's see. What else do we got going here? Oh, Nubish, you said another plunger. Okay. I apologize. Kolai messaged me. Kolai's, thank you for, observing Kolai. I do appreciate that. Let's see here. We're gonna need to... I draw my plungers in a specific way, as you can now see. But now that the colors are here, can you all hear the music okay, by the way? We'll just draw here. Okay, and we'll do a little bit of shading here. Yes. Uh-oh. I've made chat go away. Oh no, I can't see chat. But there's a second plunger. I'm trying to get back to chat. I will get back to chat. I found it. Okay. Should be like another sort of line here. And then I can actually go a little bit darker. Okay. Now what are we doing? Oh, now I understand. Okay. Let's get some preferences here. Do New Zealand with a kiwi bird. Okay. I am awful at drawing animals, but I will draw New Zealand with a kiwi bird. Sorry I keep like doing this all the time. Part of GIMP is behind my web camera. Hello. Specifically the toolbar. Wait, I can probably move the toolbar. No, I need that window open. I'm just gonna keep doing that. That'll be fun for everybody. So we're gonna do New Zealand here, down at the bottom. Probably should be down at the bottom right, but that's okay. And I'm gonna have to copy and paste this because it has two colors. Not counting white, because I already have white. I mean, it has two colors that I have to copy paste. Okay. New Zealand's flag, I don't particularly mind drawing. I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't really mind drawing the Union Jack anymore. Nubish, you did another plunger? We will do another plunger once I get. Thank you again for the $5, Nubish. You're a big plunger fan. I will do the next plunger when I'm done with New Zealand. And this is like a lazy way to do Union Jack flags. But it's generally speaking what I do. Okay, so it's kinda... Those are actually too wide. I'm gonna go ahead and do like 15 here. Yeah, that's gonna look better. Okay. Okay, and now I gotta do the trouble with the Union Jack flags is, you see here, it's thicker on one side of the red and it's thinner on the other side, and it always annoys me. So these ones are on top and these ones are on bottom, the thicker, I mean. So it's just got it usually looks about right. So the bottom is on the thick side. The thick side's on the bottom. You heard it here first, folks. New Zealand is thick on the bottom. At least on the right. On the left, it's thick on the top. There's probably some sort of joke about that, but I digress. And then here, you just get a little bit. And then here's the secret. For this, you just kind of eyeball it and eat into the corner a little bit, and then you don't think too hard about where the pointy bit is, and you just move on with your life. That's my pointer for you. Now for the stars, here's a trick. You do white stars. I mean, this isn't really a trick, but you do. That's too big. You do white stars, and then you do. I'm not a fan of drawing stars, but New Zealand only has 4, so it's better than Australia. Okay. Then you just go through here and you fill in the white stars. Okay. There are more efficient ways to do this than the bucket tool, but I'm not going to be doing that right now because it takes one step of planning that I forgot to do. Okay, so now once you have the white stars, GateNerd is here, by the way. Once I'm done with this, I will present the cat to chat. But you just draw. I guess I don't need that, do I? You just draw the red stars within the white star, and that's good enough. Right? There's a little bit of overlap, so we'll just fix that by making the white a little bit bigger there. Okay, and bingo. Another plunger for this stream and a second plunger for the future coli stream. Oh my god. It's just gonna be plunger stream. Okay. Those stars look way worse, but, and here's the thing that I didn't make clear before, those stars will still look better than the kiwi I'm about to bless you all with. I can't see what I'm typing. Okay. Okay, so I'm not even going to look up a picture of a kiwi. And remember, I have the inability to actually see things in my mind. So, you know, nobody asked for this, but it's what you're going to get. I don't even know what color their beaks are. Are their beaks like yellowish? I have no idea. You know, they might be, for all you know. That's a little too dark. You know what? That's gonna be... That's gonna that's gonna be your kiwi. Congrats. I hope you all enjoy. You know, it is what it is. it is what it is. Somebody's saying laser eyes. We can do some laser eyes. Maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Still not filled in. Still not filled. What? Where is the problem? Sometimes you just gotta start. Oh, it's right here. There's some laser eyes for your kiwi. Now let's go draw some plungers, folks. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So 3 plungers. 4. Okay, I can't count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna do Concord Productions Winnipeg Jet Ball, please. Yes. Thank you. Oh, geez. The chat's gone once again. Thank you very much for the chat's gone once again. Requesting oh my gosh. Okay. If you can't tell, I've become overwhelmed with the number of things that I need to draw, most of which are plungers. Just kidding, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm just taking a minute. Okay. So this is gonna be sort of a smaller plunger, just because there's less room for it to fit. But, you know, I think it'll look good. Well, let's go ahead and get some shadows in here. And that'll do. And oops, I got blue. I have to get brown. Nope. Okay. There we go. Yes, there's a plunger. I also want for this to be like kind of lifting up so that it looks like it's kind of stuck in the plunger. I don't know. I don't know how to draw a suction. Don't clip that. Let's see here. We need another plunger. Let's see here. If a plunger were approximately here, if my calculations are correct, it should balance. Okay, we can do the math here, but you know, I'm not a nerd. Oh wait, that's my username, isn't it? Anyway, we're not going to do the math, but it probably works out. You know, who knows? Not me. No. It's trying to get me to save. I refuse. How many plunges is that? That's 4. Noobish once again with Aaron is next. More plunger. Okay, let's see here. We can do plunger. I'm gonna move on from Czechia for a moment. I'll be back. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Plunger Man. Let's see here. Ask and you shall receive. More plungers. Okay. This is part of a larger drawing. Okay, I'm not just drawing plungers for no reason, but if you're going to be donating more plungers, there's now room for a nice drawing featuring more plungers. In the meantime, Concord Productions donated to have a Winnipeg Jet ball. By Winnipeg Jets, do you mean the sports team's logo or the city of Winnipeg in a jet? Because that's what I'm going to draw, actually, because that's kind of funny. Even though I can't draw a jet. You know what? We're just gonna wing it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. You know what? That should be about right. Oh no. I don't know. Tiny France. We will do a tiny France right after this. Okay. And also I'm gonna erase this and replace it with something a little bit nicer. Okay, and now let's get some gray. And we'll go ahead and do and let's look up the Winnipeg flag. Why not? It's probably awful. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad flag. But you know what? I made it small-ish, so that means it won't be as bad. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is... Chat, let's do a poll to see if anybody likes the Winnipeg flag. Let me get a poll started. I don't know how to do poll. You know what? Just talk amongst yourselves. I guess. Let's see how much chat says. B tier, B tier. Shut up, Yankee. I don't think Yankee's a very good insult anymore. I mean, sorry. To each their own, but rather be a Yank than a redcoat, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm just kind of winging it on this flag here. And what else is on the Winnipeg flag? And then maybe a little bit there. Okay. There is... a Winnipeg jet. And I'll draw a little shadow. Because you always gotta have a shadow. There you go. And there's like no fanciness on this plane, so let's just go ahead and planes that got stuff like that, right? And they've got, you know, different colors on them, probably. That looks bad, but it is from memory. Not memory, but like just me spitballing it. Tiny France is next. How tiny are we talking? Because I'm thinking tiny. Let's see here. We're gonna do a little and we Google a French flag. We'll go ahead and do that. And then there's a France stuck in Canada's milk. How is that good for a tiny France? Yeah, what is a kilometer? Austria with mop now. Okay, mop man. with an Austria flag for your profile picture. Was it Austria with a mop? Let's see here. Let's go ahead. I need to make Austria with a mop. Let's see here. Mop buckets usually have like a thing like this, and usually there's like a roller attached or something, and then they're like yellow, yellowish. And then we'll need a slightly disgruntled Austria. I made a mistake. Okay, now I need to get the Austrian flag. Let's see here. It is just one color, so I don't have to copy and paste anything. What do we think here? I generally draw flags a little bit 3D like that. I'm gonna go ahead and draw just gonna go ahead and draw it like this. And this is gonna be fun because I don't really know at all how to draw a mop. Let's see. It's gonna be kind of gray, I guess. Well, there's usually some. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go ahead and do this. And then, this is a learning experience, isn't it? I did do the Tiny France coli, but thank you for looking. We got him right there. Let's see. So this is gonna have to be like, okay, and then we will need to get, ooh, this mop looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for my quality of drawing, I'm very happy with this. There's your Austria with a mop. Let me go ahead and finish out these wheels. And also add a shadow to Austria. Actually, I need to do it like this. Simply because I don't want the mop to have the shadow on it. And we'll go ahead and do this. Should go here. Nope. Okay. And shadows don't have to be complicated, but they can be. Okay. Let's see here. What are we coming back to? More mop. Timothy, I've drawn a wonderful mop, and you want to ruin it by taking your chances that I won't draw another bad mop. But Timothy has done Germany with his beer next. Timothy was first, so we are going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll come back to the mop. But just revel in the quality of the mopsmanship. Germany with a beer. Let's do Germany with a beer. Danke. Yeah, this looks ideal. Yes, this is. I'll do you one better. I'm gonna. Let's see here. So I need like that's roughly beer colored, right? I think. And usually beer glasses have got like ridges on them. Like this should be about right. And the handle should be a little bit bigger. Okay, let's get Germany in here. Germany flag. I'm just gonna... This is a good song. All the music is by Chicken Scuttle Monkey, by the way. That we use it. Well, I think Cola uses it for all of his streams too, but this is not dark enough for Germany. I need... We're gonna go ahead and get some. And we're gonna go a little bit lighter, and we'll go ahead and do... Oh, sorry, I've gone silent. I was having fun drawing beer. But the chat request was for Germany with a beer, but I took some liberty and made Germany being outdone by Ireland. Sorry, if you were really hoping for Germany to come out of this looking cool, you should have thought about that before you suggested Germany, because he's a little goofball. He's a little goofball. My favorite beer is actually a German beer. It's Paulaner Weiss, or Paulaner Hefeweizen. It's my favorite beer of all time. I do not... I'm sorry to say I don't like Guinness. No, sorry. Not a huge fan. But, yes. Let's go and draw another mop, I think. Can you draw USSR with a hammer and sickle while behind Poland looking at him menacingly? Okay. Blue Moon 46, thank you very much for the donation. I will do that as soon as we draw a mop. And how am I going to do that? What is the justification for Austria to have a second mob? I think the justification is that somebody donated a few dollars and Austria was given another mob. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, yeah, so that's looking like a mop, if I ever saw one myself. Let's see here. We're gonna remove holes, and then we're gonna do that, and yeah, that filled in some of the bits, and then now Austria has a second mop that is on its head, and the mop should actually extend. Oh, that's on the wrong layer. That would explain why it didn't look like the right color, despite me thinking that I chose the right color. Okay, I hope that works out. Did we get another donation? Hey, thanks everybody for all the donations. It is very nice of you. Timothy, Hungary and Turkey in the mop box. That's quite funny. I like that. But let's do USSR. I'm gonna get rid of this Poland I drew before the stream started. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna copy him because I think he's kind of cute. And then USSR behind Poland menacingly. Let's see if I can make this look half decent. The lines need to not be that thick. Okay. We need Poland. Good thing I didn't delete that layer. Okay, and then we need the USSR flag, which is only 2 colors, which is nice, but it does have a hammer and sickle on it, which I've never been very good at drawing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is draw a star first, and it is filled in, so I've just got to do a little bit of touching up because I only know how to draw stars one way. And then let's see if I can do a hammer and sickle. Okay, so hammer's gonna be about like that, and then the sickle is gonna go. The sickle's gotta go further over here. Also, this is way too low and too small. Okay. This should be about right. Yes. That looks about good enough. Polandball, it's all a game of good enough. It does kind of go in here a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Okay, and now I need to draw yet another hammer and sickle, but these are going to be here. These aren't going to be in the same color. I do need so many handles. So So many handles, so little time. Okay. I need handle color again. Different handle. And then I also need a... And don't come at me that this scythe is not going to be functional. I'm well aware. But it's you know, it's a Poland killing scythe, not a wheat harvesting scythe. You know what I'm saying? Don't clip that either. Let's see here. And then I also need to get a little bit darker. No, I just got rid of my darker gray. Just go ahead. Okay. And then no, it's too many lines. And nope. Nope. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? I was on the wrong layer. Apologize. And I need to do a big old shadow. And hopefully you like that. Thanks for the chat, by the way. Blue Moon 46, thanks again for the chat. Oh, turned out all right. And then who'd you say in there? Hungary and Turkey. I was gonna say Hungary and Turkey, but I stopped myself. I didn't say that and sound like an idiot. Ha! You'll never catch me. Okay, add BXUE CIA ball with plunger charging at Mop Man. Okay, I will do that. But first I need to get the Turkish flag. They only have one color. And I need the Hungarian flag. I'll just let my slow... browser do that. Is gonna have a... No, I thought I got the green. Takes a while, I'm telling you. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't use Internet Explorer. I hear they've updated to something, Microsoft Edge or something like that. I don't care. If I'm not upgrading my PC from Windows XP, I'm not updating my browser. You know what I'm saying? Again, thank you for the donation. I think that looks pretty good. Plunger pew pew towards Austria. You're mad. Okay. Let's get a... Gotta do some, let me see, what do you think BXU something ball is? Oh, y'all, this is just gonna be a fight between the forces of Plunger and Mop. Is blue on the bottom? No. Did I just do blue on the bottom twice in a row? Yes. So now we've got us an angry Czech ball. And gonna have a... have him a nice little plunger here, obviously. And I hope you're ready for it, because this is gonna go. This is gonna go hard. I know you didn't ask for it, but. We're gonna have some tiny plungers. Okay. So the plungers are... The plungers are coming out.
I'm 2 days in Belgium building my defensive line. There's this guy, let's call him Britain.
Stream's gonna get demonetized. Stream's gonna get demonetized. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And I caught the first song. Thank you, Coli, for messaging me that. Stream probably got smacked for that. You're welcome, everyone, for the smooth stylings of David Bowie. I thought that I was looping the custom thing. That's what I had on, but I didn't have it looped. That was what the problem was. Okay, so there's your... Okay, cool. Okay, so there's your plunger gun hitting Austria, noobish. Now, Mopman has retaliated. There will be an Austria. Attacking. with a mop. And I do apologize that the eyes had to be plunger colored for a moment. That was nothing but a placeholder. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm gonna need a smaller. Okay. And let's get the mop colors. Lots of zooming around to get the same colors for, you know, continuity's sake. Okay, and then what, I can fill this in with mop color. What I have established as being mop color. And once I've accomplished that, okay, I'll just leave that be. Mystery layer. Okay. Okay, I hope you like that. Now Austria is getting some payback. How about that? I also need to do some shadow on this Austria. I just realized. Probably need some shadow here too. Why not? Okay, so there's sort of the plunger battle. We got it going on all over the place. Now we need Aruba. Let's see here. What do we think Aruba should be doing? Thank you, by the way, Timothy. Had some good ideas. Tiny France is funny in the map. Or in the mop bucket. Turkey and Hungary is good. So let's get some... Let's get some Aruba. Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. Baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? Is that all the places in the song? Well, I know why I have such slow internet. It's because I have 1,000 tabs open. Not 1,000. I legitimately have about 40, but we'll call that good. Just let me copy an image. Just let me copy an image. I know that, you know, islands aren't always just happy all the time, but I like to think of island countries as being happy most of the time. Oh, here's some great artwork that was made of me earlier today by CHCH VFHKHK. I don't know how to say that, but shout out to them because that is really good art. I really like it. In the meantime, let's get back to drawing Aruba. And what do I need to do? I need to draw a little bit thicker. Okay, and it needs... And I do this white outline, but I'm going to do the white outline like this so that it's pretty thin. Oh, that's not thin enough. Okay. Very good. So there's a happy little Aruba. Deserves a shadow. Everybody deserves a shadow. If you're lonely, your shadow can be your best friend. Unless you live on the equator and it is the summer solstice, in which case, you know, you're kind of shit out of luck. No friends. This is looking pretty good. Yes. Do America, please. Barbados, please. Guatemala? Let me see here. I'll wave, not wave. I'll draw something that comes across that looks funny. Oh, okay. So somebody's getting upset that there's a Minnesota. Now, here's the thing. I do not encourage you to throw a fit if you don't get your whatchamacallit, requests drawn. Please don't do that. But in this case, it has worked because I'm going to draw Minnesota. But it is going to be as insulting to Minnesota as I can manage. So that is your penance. Okay. Okay. We've all made this. We all know. We all know the meme. I have depicted myself as the Chad and you as the soy Wojak. That's what's about to happen here. Okay. Whereas Minnesota just got a new flag, but it was not the first thing that popped up. Okay. There's that second color. Okay, and how many star? What an annoying star. This is my least favorite type of star. Oh, that's why I like the New Zealand flag more than the Australian flag, because their star is not annoying to draw. I've covered most of it up. So what we're going to do is just call that, say it with me, chat, good enough. A 1 point, a 2 point, a 3 point star. Let's see here. And more like this. Okay, little baby Minnesota. Very cute. And quit. And Austria really better step it up with the mopping. You know what I'm saying? And we're also gonna need a little baby diaper. Because little baby Minnesota. This is so mean. Just unnecessarily mean-spirited of me. But you see, this is how streams come full circle. Okay. Oh, now this is good. This is what we call full circle for a joke. Okay, the first thing that I drew was Canada with a bag of milk, and now we have come all the way back to crying baby Minnesota, who wants a bottle of milk, not. Yeah, that's pretty good if I do say so myself. The jokes just write themselves. My chat has gone away. So what I'm gonna do is take this opportunity to just reload the stream so that I don't have to deal with it. I'm also gonna take this opportunity to turn my lights on because I'm in the dark. I'm also going to take this opportunity to turn my lights on. You got to hear me talk. Oh, that light didn't work. How am I so stupid? I hurt myself, but I'm okay. Don't worry, chat. I can't read chat, but it is what it is. I think that I got a donation for either a mop or a plunger. I'll be honest, I don't know which one. But I don't know why chat isn't loading. My computer is really starting to peeve me. Okay. Looks like I wonder if it's even working. This could or could not have broken the stream. I don't know what is going on. Let me see. I'm checking my phone. By Minnesota. So my phone is now where I'm reading chat. I use GIMP. GIMP. There's chat. Pop back up on my computer. As soon as I figured out how to see it without. But let's check the funding. Aruba, last request. Please make Sweden with Finland. I will absolutely do Sweden with Finland. Let's see here. And we'll use this as an opportunity to show how I draw balls on top of each other, which is usually in this manner. Nope. Yep. Okay, now let's look up the Swedish flag. And if you know enough about Sweden and Finland, you might be able to depict a more complicated relationship than Sweden being a bit ditzy and Finland being disgruntled. I don't know enough about those two countries, so the only thing I know about Sweden is Dick Rhino, which actually, he is disgruntled, and he's a Swede. I think he has Finnish blood. So, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and keep stereotypically upset Finland, and we'll just go ahead and do some now when you're drawing countries on top of each other, don't forget that you should do a shadow, because everybody deserves a shadow. Yeah, there's your Sweden and Finland. Thank you again, Timothy, for all of the chat donations. That was a lot. You donated 15, 20, geez, $25. I mean, come on, people. It's going crazy. Thank you so much. And then let's see here. You want a big Slovakian plunger cannon to pew-pew at Australia. Austria. That makes more sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do now is get rid of my shadow layer. You just activated my shadow layer. Okay, Aruba's gonna have to come down here. And give me enough room to draw a giant plunger Slovakia cannon. Okay. Look, I'm not gonna lie, and you know, I don't mean to be you know, tooting my own horn, but I find what I'm drawing right now to be absolutely hilarious. I apologize to anyone who does not find it as funny as I do. But this is just the perfect amount of stupid to make me lose my mind. This is great. Also, in order to be comically large, you've got to be comically large. I swear I'm not stupid. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, and then I need a Slovakian flag. Not a complicated flag, but it is more complicated than everything else I've been drawing this stream, so bear with me. You know, what do you think you all would say? Okay, now bear with me. Okay, what do you all think you would say if you were in a situation where, okay, bear with me, you were being held captive, okay, now, okay, bear with me, by a sentient, I know, okay, just bear with me, sentient grizzly, okay, bear with me, and that sentient grizzly said that if you said anything to alert people to its presence and the fact that you'd been kidnapped, bear with me, that it would make you keep live streaming on the Polandball official YouTube channel. Okay, so just bear with me, and what do you think you would do in that situation? Really, any tips are greatly appreciated for what to do in that situation. Okay. And then I need to get rid of the Slovakian flag. And where can we go here? We're gonna go ahead and draw. Let's see here. It's just gonna have to be like this. Okay, and you can decide what goes in the cannon. Obviously, there is a country ball in there. I was gonna do, you know what? I am just gonna do Czechia, because I think it's funny. I like pairing those two up. Okay. And we'll go ahead and do some shadow. Okay, here we go. Yes. There's our... Sorry, that's really stupid. It also needs the handle, which makes it even stupider. But actually, does it make it stupider? I don't know, but I guess it depends. But I think just like a tiny nub of a handle is perfect. I'm gonna post this whole artwork in the art channel or the live stream somewhere on the Discord. I run the Discord. I can post stuff wherever I want. I can ping whoever I want. I can abuse my power anytime. Somebody said Barbados. Who said Barbados with Aruba? Yes. We can do Barbados with Aruba. We'll go right here. And I'm actually going to have to do it like this, because New Zealand is in the way. I could just move Aruba to make this easier, but, you know, why not? Why not? So I actually messed up, and I've got to do something like that. And now I need the Barbados flag. It does it have two colors, or yeah, it does. I was thinking it was just blue with white in the middle, but it is blue with yellow in the middle. Just get that going. And then it's got one of the better flag symbols of any country. And we'll go ahead and make it pointy-ish. And we'll add shadow. There you go. There's Barbados with Aruba. Draw Slovakia from the MCU. Is Slovakia canon in the MCU? Mopman has donated, actually. Mop Shield. I assume that this is in response to the canon. So I will go ahead and put it over here. Okay. Oh, actually, and forgive me if this is going too far, Mopman, but I think of you as more a representative of what mops represent, right? And not so much mops specifically, but don't worry, there will be a mop involved. Just not at first. Okay, we'll be there. What mops represent. And I would assume it's still going to be Austria. Also, feel free to let me know if it's not. Although, it might take another super chat for me to read. I'm not telling you to donate again, but I gotta make some assumptions here, okay? So, let's go ahead and okay. And we're gonna go and actually I don't like this color for both sides of the wet floor sign, but okay, and here we go for, I got the wrong color of brown. I think I got the wrong color of brown in the first place. Yes. And I need to get these colors as well. And okay, here we go. Mop activated. see. Now that is your mop shield. It's a mop and it's a shield. But yes. Let's see. Draw Tanatuva on top of Soviet. I've played enough Hoi 4. I'll do you one better. I'll do one of my favorite visual gags of country balls. Oh, there's going to be stray pixels all over. If you don't like stray pixels, if they bother you, I feel bad for you, son, but I got 99 problems and more than 99 stray pixels. So if I counted those, they'd completely outweigh my other problems, and I wouldn't get anything done. Oh, that's so easy. Okay. I think it has a slightly darker red. Is that the exact same red? You know what? I'm just gonna say it's even darker than that. Yes, this is one of my favorite visual gags. I don't know who I saw do it first. But I've done it many times because I think it's funny. And that is a country kind of like growing out of another one. And then what, Tanatuva is like TAP on the flag. TAP, yeah, you know me. Is that like a second hip hop reference of this stream? Hell yeah. There you go, there's Tanatuva. And it is also good to like maybe, yeah, see it's like popping out like a little what would you call that, tumor or cyst? Yes. How do you get the cake emoji? I don't know. Like on your iPhone, try Alt F4 on your iPhone. That'll probably work. Or maybe. Layer to image size. Okay, you're back, baby. Yo, Paces, welcome back. You love our YouTube channel? Thank you. Thank you so much. It is a team of us behind the channel, and it is a lot of fun to work on. But with that, I've been streaming for about an hour and a half, and I'm feeling a little sleepy. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and log off, but I will show you, if you're on the Discord or have showed up to a GateNerd stream before, we do have a mascot, GateNerd. Here he is. Vincent, say hi. He knows he's being recorded. Come on, buddy. You can see he has a bit of a belly. But that's okay, because I do too. Here, you can hear some belly pats. That's some high quality audio. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for coming to hang out on the stream. Had a real fun time. I hope that you did too. Hope we got some good drawings done. Other than a horrible kiwi, I think it turned out pretty well. And another special thank you to Malek for doing the art. No, you're not going to hear any belly pats from me. No. Awful. Awful suggestion. Time out. You get a timeout. Special thanks to Mopman, Noobish, Timothy. Let's see. There were a couple of others. Blue Moon 46, Timothy, and Concrete Productions. Thank you all for the donations. Me and GateNerd here and everybody at the Polandball official team appreciate you and appreciate you all for tuning in. Although, I don't know how to end the stream. Because my YouTube studio stopped working. So what am I supposed to do in this case? I literally can't stop the stream. Interesting. Okay.